Hey, good morning everyone. As you can see, it is nice and chilly here. There's still some snow on the mountains. I had to jog through some snow to get up here. I'm gonna give you kind of a panoramic view. Maybe you can guess. I won't go too far. You'll know where I'm at probably. But you can comment in the comment section if you think you know where I might be. Let's see if this helps. Isn't that cool? So anyway, I'm going to answer a quick question. Sometimes I get emails from people, and I know their hearts are right, and I know what they're saying, and it has really prompted me to do this video. Whew, it's cold. So if I can get through it, here we go. The argument goes something like this. Shane, you just need to focus on preaching. Try to guess what. Let's see, where's it at? Right there. What is that area over there? Let's see. I'll go. There we go. That's better. What's this area? This valley here. So give you a hint. Shane, you need to concentrate on preaching, man. God's gifted you to preach. Don't worry about health. Don't you know that bodily exercise doesn't profit us, and we should shoot after spiritual goals, and you know, all that's good and all that's true. But here's the problem with that. When I grow spiritually, that also affects me physically. And also it doesn't say bodily exercise does not profit. I see many people misquote that. It says it is of little profit, but godliness is good for now and for the life to come. So spirituality is first and foremost on my relationship with Jesus Christ, and that is first and foremost. But then from that, I want to take care of this. How much is your body worth? How much would you give your eyesight for? 10 million? Of course not. Come on. Maybe some of you would, but that's ridiculous. So anyway, we've got this priceless thing that God has given us, and he says steward it and take care of what I've given you. We steward our marriages, we steward our finances. Why not steward our body? So long story short, I was in the fitness industry. I managed 24-hour fitness centers. I was a district manager doing very well. But as many of you know, that's what brought me back to the Lord. I repented. I got back on track with God. Hope you can hear me. It's kind of windy. And that set the course. So for many years, boy, I don't know, maybe a decade, I ignored the fitness side, or I ignored the physical aspects. I actually gained weight. Some of the videos you can see I was about 240 pounds. You know, now I'm about 40 pounds lighter, depending on if I'm fasting or not. But I was sluggish. I was moody. I was addicted to caffeine. I was more of a jerk. You know, type A personalities are already a jerk, so we gotta work on that. But it wasn't good. I didn't feel good. I didn't want to minister as well. So now, being 10 years older than I was, having more energy than I ever had, wanting to go to the hospital homes, wanting to minister to those in need, wanting to pray with people, because body, soul, and spirit feels well. Now, granted, I know there's people who, through no fault of their own, cannot make physical exercise a priority. However, you can eat better. You can take care of your body. That's what I think many people are missing. I go to the hospitals. Boy, look at the food they're serving. Look at the food we're giving our homeless communities. We need to give them God-given, life-giving food that has phytochemicals and enzymes and vitamins. The reason we're dying and we're sick as a nation. For example, I just watched some footage from 1969 or so, and I didn't see anybody overweight. And now you walk around and it's an epidemic. Now again, I'm not poking fun. I'm a fellow struggler. I struggle with eating too much, and when I drank too much, and so I'm right there with you. That's why I wrote Help, I'm Addicted. We just released that book, and Feasting and Fasting. Just released that book as well, and I might as well answer this as well. Some people say, oh, you're just in it for the money to sell books. No, not at all. We give out more free books than we sell. We want to put in free downloads on Barnes & Noble and Smashwords. But some people, like Kindle, different places have rejected. They want a minimal amount, and you can't print books at Amazon for free. There's cover printing, there's color, or there's paper printing, there's packaging. So these things have costs. We put it at a very minimal cost to be a blessing to others. And I've been blessed by books over the years. So I think that argument is null and void out the door. So back to this one. I have seen God do amazing things. Now, primarily, hear me closely here. I've prayed for people with high cholesterol, bad heart issues. And cholesterol is not really the culprit. Listen to my message on Sunday that I just gave. That might explain a little bit more. Or maybe it was a men's one, I'm not sure. But you can find all this in my books. I recommend. I'll put it in the description line. But diabetes, type 2 especially, all these ailments, and we'll pray and we'll ask God to heal. But I feel many times it's because of the physical choices they're making that is affecting the spiritual. So when we eat junk, when we don't take care of our bodies, we don't feel well. We get sick. Our body breaks down. So if I pray, God, take away this type 2 diabetes, and I pray that, and I believe that, and God does that. Don't mistake what I'm saying here. However, what about that person changed their whole diet? Because type 2 is a diet-related illness, and you can change it. So are we praying for prayers to be answered when we should be praying to God for help with self-discipline? So that's why, okay, back to my story. Sorry, a lot of rabbit trails when I preach and speak and make videos. Back to my story. For 10 years, I didn't say anything, and God began to slowly convict me. I would pray for people, and I would, oh man, I just know they need to work on their health, but I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to talk about health much. I don't want people to make fun of me and say, oh, you know, health is not the priority. What's your problem? Well, God convicted me a few years ago. I shared it with the congregation, and I was reminded of so many scriptures. Jesus came preaching and healing and saving. Why shouldn't we have an aspect of ministry that focuses on healing the body from a standpoint of discipline, fasting, perseverance, stewarding our body? So I think it's a vital part of the ministry. I think our healthcare issue in our nation is directly tied to malnutrition. And you might say, well, people are saying we're not malnourished. Oh, believe me, you are malnourished. Malnourished doesn't mean skinny. Malnourished means lacking the nutrients needed to let the body heal itself effectively. So with that said, I hope that helps. Spiritual health is a priority. 90% of my sermons, more than that, probably 95% of my sermons are all on Christ and Christ alone and repentance. But there is a time to come in and tie in fasting and self-discipline and losing weight, and what works when diets don't. We can't trust in diets. We can't trust in the medical industry per se. I love doctors and I love people in that industry, but they don't know a lot about the body. So you have to do a lot of education on your own. I'm actually going to, I'm just going to tell you a funny story. We went to get my little 7-month-old checked, and the doctor put the thermometer right here. With her clothes, with her shirt, with her jacket on. Like, come on, guys! You threw the temperature off a couple degrees. What are you doing here? And I've had other doctors want to prescribe blood pressure medication. I said, hey, hold on. Did you use the big cuff for men? And they said, you know what? We didn't. Well, let's try the big cuff. And there you go, 120/76 or whatever it was. And then different things. I can't even tell you how many other things. But again, we need doctors. We love doctors. We need to work together. And that's why they call it holistic approach. I believe in holistic medicine to some degree, not how the New Age defines it. I believe holistic is defined as God allowing the body to heal. And did you know that's what fasting does? Fasting, it doesn't do anything. It's not a miracle cure. What fasting does is it allows your body to heal itself as God created you. So I believe that a healthy spiritual life affects our physical life. When I'm healthy physically, when possible, I'm healthy spiritually. So you can succeed. You've seen a lot of videos on here on fasting. I'm actually on day 4 of water only. And boy, it was tough until about 2 hours ago. And I jogged up this whole mountain. And I'm going to well, here's the thing though. You don't want to exercise really when you're fasting. This is a tip. I should preach to myself. You want to let the body recover and rejuvenate living cells and different things. So you want to really give your body time to rest. So I better change it from a jog to a light, brisk walk and breathe in a lot of oxygen. And so again, I'm going to help by putting things in the description line, and I hope this video helps you. Talk to you soon. Thank you.